Hey guys, back with another one. So we're back here again, yet again. So there are allegations swarming around social media that allegedly, and I'm going to say allegedly, Blueface is out of jail. But also reports from the messenger has also stated that the dockets state that he has not been released yet. However, that doesn't hold any weight. I will say, playing devil's advocate, it might not be updated. Also, he might be still in custody, but he could be on house arrest because that was talked about. But this whole swarming of rumors and Blueface being out of jail and back with Chrisean Rock and back at Chrisean Rock's home. And don't be surprised if you see another video, which you will, of this same infamous picture of this home of Chrisean Rock. Um, but this all started from the infamous picture with fingers or hand or whatever you want to call it, holding the blunt, and allegations are swarming that that is Blueface's fingers holding the blunt inside of the picture, saying "We woke up, amen." It's funny to me how now we become investigators. We did not formally hear from Blueface's mouth, not that I know of Carlissa's mouth or Chrisean Rock's mouth, that Blueface is in fact out and that they are back together, which why would even they say back together? Because allegedly they were working on the relationship and they were back together. This is why initially Chrisean Rock moved back into where Blueface was staying at. Now, first and foremost, Chrisean could be doing some cap. And the reason why I say that is because people be capping on her. She has not been relevant on social media for some time now, especially after the lawsuit. I think, in my opinion, she kind of laid low. Now, she has been doing some appearances on her Snapchat because a lot of her following don't follow her on there. And I think sometimes we grab information from there too because it's not on IG and available to the public to make assumptions on what's going on behind the scenes with Chrisean Rock or with Blueface and the relationship and where Blueface is currently going to move to when he gets out of jail, or if he in fact is out of jail and might be, in my opinion, could be on house arrest. It's a whole triangle of he say, she say, but what is the truth? There's your side, my side, and the truth. Is in fact Blueface out of jail, and is in fact Chrisean Rock back at the house with Blueface? Now, it wouldn't make any sense to me why Chrisean Rock would post this picture, because if she allegedly has these warrants, they would look, the police, the first place they would look would be at her home. And why would Blueface, if he is in fact out of jail and perhaps on house arrest, still serving out the rest of his time in California, why would he want to get released to Chrisean Rock's house and have anything to do with police, knowing that it could be a violation of his probation, them even coming to the house? You just never know. You don't trust when Popo come to the house, when they are trying to get what they're looking for and they're having a tough time, like in this case, catching Chrisean Rock, if in fact she allegedly still has these warrants or even had these warrants in the first place, they can put pressure on people like Blueface, for an example, who have things held over their head in order to get to Chrisean Rock, especially if they were hiding her in the house. We just have to let it play out. Allow time for these participants that we're speaking about to come forth if they would like to. It's not mandatory that they let us know, even if in fact any of what is being said is the truth. They have to be the ones to announce this, and we can't act like we're commentators. Now we turn into investigators, because this wouldn't be good investigating work. And think of all the people in the world that would be sitting in jail right now if we went on these kind of investigations. This is why these videos recently and going forward are going to be presented, because we have to fact check, do our due diligence, and get the receipts on what is real and what is fake. Now, what if this is an old caption, an old picture that Chrisean Rock put up? She has not been actively putting up too much on her IG story. I think Bonnie Lachey has her beat right now. And we can't say that this is an up-to-date picture just because it says the hours of when it was uploaded on her IG story. We still don't know if this is an old or a new picture. First and foremost, we know that this is clearly where Chrisean was living at, the new home that she was living at. But we don't know if she is playing games with social media or maybe not. She just put the picture up. Maybe she did take that picture and it's a recent picture and she's at the home. She happened to take a picture. Maybe somebody else that was at the house that came there with her took, she liked the picture and she put a caption to it. We woke up, amen, and she posted it. A lot of times, social media influencers, they put up old pictures. I don't know if it's for reminiscing purposes, to send out a clue, or to get the social media circuit the way it is right now with the allegations swarming to keep themselves relevant, because we all know, and this is factual, that she's under the orders of what Blueface is asking for her to do, and he's making it seem like it's out for her best interest that she listens to what he is telling her. So she can't do a lot of the things that she could do when he was free, and all of this stuff wasn't happening. There's a smear campaign going on with Chrisean Rock right now. So she's laying low, but at the same time, I'm quite sure there are things that were ordered for her to do in the background so that she could still be relevant and nobody would stop following her and she'll be a thing of the past. And this could be one of the ways that she's doing it, by her IG story and not opening her mouth doing lives too much. Because, like they always say, not trying to say she's being prosecuted, but what you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. That's how I'm looking at it. So, what she's saying out of her mouth in these lives could incriminate her, or it could get her in a ton of trouble, because we know how she lost her cool not so long ago and turned into all of a sudden this colorist, right? So we have to be mindful of Chrisean Rock's situation, the relationship she has with Blueface, and we also have to have, compassion that, she is a human and she has the right to her own privacy and she has the right to share what she wants to share. And when she's good and ready to share whether or not she's back with Blueface or what have you, that is when that will become available. But until that time comes, you will not hear me confirm or deny if these allegations are true or false. In my opinion, it's a little bit of cap going on, and it looks like it's coming from Chrisean's Rock's end. And would you blame her? People are capping on her every single day, making up stories, and I really believe, in my opinion, they don't exist, or it's half of the truth mixed with a little spice, to spice things up. And that's what we do today with commentary. You just don't know where to rely on the source of what's going on with your favorite social media influencers that you follow. But we have to use discernment, and we also have to protect our eyes and our ears, and we have to also take the time out, take the action, and do our own due diligence when following these stories on your social media influencers, because we have to be careful that we don't character assassinate them in the process and put an image out here that doesn't exist.